What do I think theater will look like in 50 years?
What theater will look like in 50 years is a really tall order to ask of someone.
Expressing my hopes for theater in the future is very deeply tied to the magic that happens in that beautiful community of Kamloops.
Well, it always has been, and I think it always will be. It has told our story, the human race's story, since the beginning of time.
Live theater arose from liturgy in the Middle Ages. It's the only dramatic art form that involves a live audience and live actors together in a space.
The truth is, I think theater survived. I think it's always been challenged. It's always been on the brink. We've always had moments, again, like COVID, where we see a drop. I think I expect more of the same, which is survival and thriving when people least expect it to.
I am a new counselor for Canadian Actors Equity Association. It's been a real privilege to learn what's going on across the country. And the pandemic was so hard, and I think even after that was even harder.
The pandemic made us reevaluate how we did things. It opened the door for new ways of looking at theater, digital and video, and how we make it accessible to more people.
I think you're going to see more of an integration between technology and live theater. I think you might see holographs or projections or even streaming live plays.
A lot of artists are thinking about the future of their own artistic discipline a lot because of AI. And to talk about, as an artistic community, regardless of what your discipline is, what is it about art making that is only human? It can only be brought to life by a human creator. I think that theater really sits at the center of that.
I used to think that the future of theater was a kind of embracing of technology, and now I'm certain that that is wrong. There might be room for that somewhere, but I think the power of theater is in its liveness.
We're in it, and audiences are in it for the live ephemeral exchange between people. I think the big battle for theater over the next little while is really navigating through rising costs and how to keep theater accessible.
So much of our world right now is about fragmentation, and I think that theater is a room that people are in together. It's about rejoining, rebinding, creating that community again.
Our role as artists is to be a bit of a mirror to society.
We have to build up the value of what we do, doing it with abandon and with love of our communities, because we want them to have all of what the theater can be.
I think we'll hear new stories, hopefully, what we've been through, maybe not the particular event, but how we feel because we've gone through those. And I hope that translates through writers, through actors, through directors onto stage.
I would love for us to be the home of the premiere of new work in Canada. I would love for us to get a chance to stage things that nobody's ever seen before, and that are going to go away from here, and by growing their own reputation, are going to enhance WCT's reputation.
I hope we never lose that connection with the audience. I hope people never lose that need to see live performance.
Every time that I'm doing a show and I bring somebody that hasn't seen theater before, or I talk them into coming to the show, they're always so amazed. Wow, why didn't I do this before? I hope that is what the future is.
I think the future is in companies like Western Canada Theatre, creating art, creating jobs, and I feel that model is healthier than the big commercial model that I find myself in.
I think I see Western Canada Theatre 50 years from now bigger and better than ever. I can't imagine that at this point because it already is so great, but I think that it has so much room to grow, and I think that when we get a performing arts center, we can, you know, even have bigger shows on stage.
The new building, we've waited a long time for that building.
Doug Huggins, who was the architect who designed Sagebrush Theatre that I worked with, said it all. The theater is just a building. It's the human resources in it that bring it alive.
That's what created the success of the Sagebrush Theatre and the theatre company in the Sagebrush Theatre. Artists aren't interested in edifices either. They're interested in work, and to work in a safe environment where they were going to be paid properly. You can't build a building without having organized, capable artists at the center of it.
I don't see that changing. The need will remain, and the content has to be as acute and as current as it has been, and then it will survive.
My prognosis for theater is that it will be an incredibly healthy future and something that we value even more than we do now.
It has suffered many setbacks. This is an old chestnut and not mine, but the theater's been dying for 2,000 years and it's not dead yet.
Maybe go back to its grassroots. Maybe economy will go and there's no funding or people can't, but there still will be the play. They'll always have words. They can always put on different clothes and they can always be in front of people. The rest is gravy.